Good morning, Gauchos. I'm Kim.
And I'm Marianne.
And we're here with today's broadcast of Gaucho News Network.
Students, not only has LAUSD brought in the amazing system called MySys into the classroom, but they are also planning on bringing breakfast into the classroom. This plan is called Breakfast in the Classroom, or BIC. What do you think about this, Kim?
I think this is ridiculous. The classroom is meant for learning and not for eating. They're hurting the students who have an important first period and are obstructing their learning environment through something that could easily be done at home.
I'd rather not interrupt classes. I mean, who will serve the food? How will this food be given out? When will they throw out the food? When will class resume?
What about Syria?
I agree, Kim. All of these instances sound like a nightmare for any timekeeper in school. Honestly, these are the real questions we should be asking.
If you ask me, Marianne, this is another ridiculous thing that should have never been passed. Eating, a basic human function, could have been accomplished at home or after class. Teachers are not babysitters or custodians. They are teachers. Now let's move on to Jonathan for more information in the scene. Jonathan?
Here we are at the scene of Narbonne High School, where we can see people performing the most basic of functions, eating food. It really makes you wonder how LAUSD is going to be implementing a program where we can obviously see everyone's eating at the appropriate time. Now, let's go talk to some teachers about how they feel about this. All right, we're here in the classroom with Monson. So, what do you think about breakfast in the classroom?
I think it's a terrible idea. What's going to happen is they're going to take up class time. And even if they found a way not to take up class time by like starting school early, which I don't know how many kids are going to go for that, they're going to then have kids that are basically making as much of a mess inside my classroom as they do outside. And we don't have janitorial staff to cover this. From what I've heard from another teacher that I talked to just this weekend about breakfast in the classroom, they have no additional janitorial staff to help them with it. Our classrooms are going to turn into total dumps. It's just not a good idea.
What do you think are the major problems with breakfast in the classroom?
I feel like it'll take too long. I feel like it's going to take more than 10 minutes, and I feel like it's just going to be really messy. So it'll be a bother.
Well, thank you, Brian.
No problem.
All right, as we can see, breakfast in the classroom generally opposed by everyone. Now, back to you, Maine.
Thanks, Jonathan. We'll see how this turns out when the system will be implemented on October 23rd. Let's hope for the best.
Now moving on to general news with Nathan Koken. Nathan?
You want the news? I'll tell you the news, gachos. LAUSD is already taking heat for its corrupt dealings with Apple and Pearson, which was revealed by a release of internal emails that outlined the inappropriate relationship. Now, LAUSD Superintendent DZ has decided to purchase a service that will automatically destroy staff emails after 1 year, according to the KPCC. Now, School District General Counsel David Holmquist flaunted that the service would allow LA Unified to refuse any California Public Record Act requests for emails more than 1 year old. No longer will LAUSD be held accountable for such blundering and corruption, and any evidence of such can be withheld. The vote to buy the email deleting service comes after the email release from KPCC surrounding Superintendent DZ's standing with Apple and Pearson, who are on the receiving end of LAUSD's $500 million technology contract. The emails revealed the meeting DZ and some of his staffers had with Pearson executives long before other companies offered their bids. Pearson's offer later matched what LA Unified required in giving every teacher and student a tablet. Superintendent DZ replied, saying that the discussions with Pearson were about a pilot project that lost momentum, not the $500 million technology contract. However, 3 days after the internal emails were released by the KPCC, the contract signed by LA Unified, Apple, and Pearson was canceled. Now the school board voted to regularly delete emails. Coincidence? I think not, gauchos. Now here's Marco with Homecoming.
Are you going to Homecoming?
No.
Why?
Because, I'm playing hard to get.
You going to Homecoming?
I'm not sure.
Why?
I don't have a date.
Are you going to Homecoming?
Yes.
With who?
Hopefully with my boyfriend.
Are you guys coming to Homecoming?
What's homecoming?
Well, it looks like no one's going to Homecoming this year, gachos. Back to you, Nathan.
Fantastic, Marco. If you happen to be investigating into the LAUSD scandal, know now that you have a massive disadvantage. Back to you, announcement people.
Thanks, Nathan. All right, Gauchos, it's time for something new.
We want to know that you Gauchos are watching us, so please send us your selfies with the information shown below so that you could possibly be shown on the next broadcast of Gaucho News Network.
Let's begin. Shout out to Eileen Puentes from room S5, looking beautiful.
Shout out to Jonathan Chavez in room S8. I don't like your hair.
It's not working out for you. But hey, shout out to our director stuck in the auditorium making this broadcast possible.
Now let's move on to Angelica and Moses with the sports.
Good morning, Gauchos. Moses here
And Angelica.
with your Gaucho Sports Update.
The weather has been awfully hot, don't you think?
For real, the heat has been so intense that the girls' tennis team unfortunately had their first official game of the season with Rancho Dominguez High School canceled. It has been rescheduled to October 10th. The girls will have their next home game on September 25th, hopefully when the weather cools down.
Speaking of the weather, the Narbonne girls volleyball team brought the heat Monday, September 15th at the game versus King Drew High School, winning with an overall score of 3-0.
Great job, Lady Gauchos. The next volleyball game is on September 24th against Gardena, so come out to the gym and support.
Last Friday, football played a home game against Alamany High School and unfortunately lost 31-51.
At halftime, the score was up at 20-14. In the third quarter, Narbonne managed to score with good defense, making the score 23-21.
The football team plays at Sarah High School September 19th today, so good luck, Gauchos.
Well, that's all for sports.
Back to you, Kim and Marianne.
Thanks, sports. Gauchos, final announcements. The yearbook is now on sale for only $83.
The yearbook is a great way to memorialize your high school experience and see all of your friends in their best moments.
If you guys want to purchase a yearbook, please go to the link posted below or go to the main office to pick up a flyer. Notice that the price of the yearbook will increase if you guys wait, so don't wait, Gauchos.
Finally, with SATs and ACTs coming up very soon, hope you seniors aren't stressing yourselves out way too much. All right, that's all for Gaucho News today. I'm Kim.
And I'm Marianne.
Bye.